Hi, boys and girls. Today we're going to be problem solvers and we're going to read this problem together. We're going to try to figure out what is going on. Are you ready? We're going to read this word problem 3 times. And the first time, you're going to notice that it doesn't have any numbers in it. We're just going to think about what is happening. So as I read this problem to you, I want you to think, what is happening in this story? Are you ready? Okay, here we go. I would like to plan for the next field trip we go on. If buses can hold some students, how many buses do we need? Boys and girls, what is happening in this story? First of all, they're planning to go on a field trip. Do you know what a field trip is? That's right, when groups of students go together to visit something. You might have gone on a field trip when you were in kindergarten last year. Maybe you went to a farm, or maybe you went to visit the fire station, but you might have gone on a field trip together. So, if buses can hold some students, how many buses do we need? So I'm thinking what's happening in this story is that the kids, the students, are going to take buses to the field trip. So they need a way to go. It's probably too far for them to walk. So they need some buses. Okay? So it helps us to read it one time through to just think about what is going on in the story. Okay, so now we're going to reread it again and we're going to see how do the numbers fit in. So this time you'll see that there is a number in our problem. Okay, so let's reread it. I would like to plan for the next field trip we go on. If buses can hold 4 students, how many buses do we need? What does that number represent? Let's think about it. So what does that 4 represent? That 4 represents, does it represent 4 students? Well, let's think about that. If buses can hold 4 students, so could we have more than just 4 students? That's right. That means the buses only hold 4 students. Okay, so now we need to think about a plan. Do you think maybe we could kind of act this problem out and create a model? Let's do that together. Okay, so here are the students that are in my class, and I need to know how many buses do we need? So, how many students can one bus hold? That's right, 4. Okay, so here's one bus. And so I'm going to kind of act this out with my model. So if I had some toy kids here and I had a toy bus, could I put the kids like they're pretending to go on the bus? Let's do that together. How many can fit on this bus? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because buses can only hold 4 students. Okay, so I'm going to draw a line, circle around them. Okay, because they can only go on that bus. Okay, are we going to need another bus? Yes, we will, because we have more students. Okay, all right, you ready? Here we go. Let's put some kids on this bus. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these 4 kids are on this bus. I'm going to draw a circle around them because they're all on the same bus. Okay, are you ready for another bus? Right, I think I'll put this bus up here. Okay, you ready? How many kids go on a bus? That's right, 4. Let's put 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 kids went on that bus. Okay, I want to draw a circle around this bus and these kids because they can only have 4 to a bus. So what are you noticing now? There are 3 kids. So what are we going to do? Is there enough to fill that whole bus? No, but would we leave kids behind just because we can't fill a bus? Well, I think we would let them go on the trip, right? So let's have another bus. There'll be 1, 2, 3, right? So we know we're going to have another bus here. Okay, so let's reread it and see, does it make sense? Did our plan make sense? Are you ready? I would like to plan for the next field trip we go on. If buses, let's move it down here a little bit. We couldn't read it. I'm going to start over. I would like to plan for the next field trip we go on. If buses can hold 4 students, how many buses do we need? Let's see, how many buses? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need 4 buses. Does that make sense? How do you know that makes sense? Because it told us if each bus could hold 4 students, we needed to know how many buses. Correct? Okay, so let's talk about what we would do if we didn't have little toy buses and little toy kids. Okay, so what if I only have my Unifix cubes at home and I just have like my notebook paper? So in my class, I had 15 students. I'm going to write that down. I have 15 students in my class. Okay? $15 students. So can I pretend, because I'm just acting out, can I pretend that these Unifix cubes can be my students? Let's count them out. I can have them be any color. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And I'm going to count again because I want to be really precise and make sure that I have 15 students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I feel pretty safe that I have 15 students. So we know that what is happening in our story is that we need to know that only 4 students can go on a bus, okay? So, you know what? Could I just draw like a rectangle there and pretend that's a bus? Okay, that works, right? Okay, so let's move 4 students on a bus. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is a bus, right? Oh, now we need another bus because we still have students. Let's make another bus. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4 students on that bus. Okay. Oh, we need another bus, don't we? I didn't have to draw a fancy bus, did I? That works. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Oh, I need to draw another bus because I still have some students up there because I'm pretending that these are students. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Now, I didn't have enough students to fill that bus, did I? But I wouldn't leave them behind, would I? I still want them to get on the bus. So how many buses is it going to take them all to the field trip? That's right. It's going to take 4 buses. So you do not have to have any kind of fancy bus or students. You can even use your Unifix cubes to act out problems, and you can draw things. That is a really fun way to understand word problems. And remember, we read it 3 times. The first time, we kind of ignored the numbers. We just thought about what is happening. And then we read it again with the numbers. And we thought about, what does that number mean? And we wanted to make a model of it. And then we reread it for the 3rd time to see, does it make sense? Great job today being problem solvers.